Today we're making a video on the eye wash that my grandmother used when I was working at the health center as an optician, and made her cataracts disappear. And needless to say, we've got this Bright Eyes formula from Grandma's herbs, and it just happens that my grandmother used them. It's not like they're her herbs, and it says here, recommendation: 2 capsules twice a day may be used as an eye wash. And she took her 2 capsules. One of them she made into an eye wash, and the other one she took in the evening, unless she did it the other way around. But she basically did it like this. And I documented the cataracts with the microscope, and of course when she returned 3 years later, her cataracts were gone. And I asked her, "Grandma, what have you done?" And she reached into her purse with this wry smile that only Grandma Gertner would get, and handed me this little red and yellow tin. Now they put it in a nice plastic bottle, but needless to say, handed me this formula, and I still use it to this day. The way it works is I use filtered water just to take out the chlorine out of it. I don't have a problem with the minerals being in the water at all. I just have a problem with the chlorine that might be in there. And then I take that and I put that into the microwave for, it takes my microwave, which is a fast microwave, about 2 minutes to make that boiling. And then in this other bowl, which is all Pyrex rinsed and clean, but not sterilized, so to speak. And then the eye cups, which are clean but just ready to be sterilized with the boiling water as well. I have a packet of filters that I use, and I put the filters inside of the little bowl. I take out one of the little caplets out of the bottle and open it, and then dump its contents out of its little gel caplet. And that is the way that it's made. I also add a little half caplet of ginkgo as well, because I think it adds just a little mellowness to it, and I just kind of crush that a little bit, drop that in there as well. And I've got my eye cups ready. Now I'm done with that, so I can put that back. You can see that we've got our cute little herbs sitting in the bottom down there, and we're set to go as soon as the microwave's finished doing their job of shaking the water. Get that steeping. Sterilize one of the eye cups. Sterilize the other eye cup. Add the rest of the water. And so I'm good about, I know a lot of people frown on the use of eye cups, and I think that that's because they have had problems spreading infections from time to time. I have eye cups, one for the right eye, one for the left eye, but the good thing is by sterilizing them often, it really does help prevent spreading of any disease. You only have to let it steep for about a minute, because the herbs are pulverized. They're exposed to the water very quickly, and so it doesn't take very long at all for them to do their job in the hot water. Now sometimes the tea ends up being a little stronger than others, and that's because I will, use a little more water, sterilizing the other, the other bowl, or the eye cups. But then over the other bowl, I just pour some of the eye wash into the eye cup, what I'm going to be needing, right? Pour some in there. There. And then the leftovers, of course, I can always leave out, for the dog or the cat, and help keep their eyes clear as well. Or a friend. And that's the process. I hope you've enjoyed that. Oh, as far as letting it cool goes, the nice thing is as you're drinking your tea, you can check its temperature, and you know that the eye cups, because they're a smaller volume, are cooling at a much slower rate. And so sit back and sip your tea, and when it gets cool enough so that it doesn't feel warm at all, then it's good to go. Of course, you can use it cold as an eye wash as well. The colder it gets, the more shocking it is. I sometimes have left it out and let it get a little bit cool by the time I've gotten to it, but for the most part, I just like to use it fresh. I'm always careful to check the temperature of it to make sure that it doesn't feel at all hot. I like it to feel just warm. Cheers to your health and clear vision.